Formula to shine over office politics. Yes, I do have a formula because I myself personally witnessed it, and I'm gonna guide you with the exact steps that will help you overcome office politics and shine out bright in your career and have a great career roadmap for yourself. At the end of this lesson, get ready for a couple of questions which you need to go through and answer very, very deliberately. Make sure that you attempt those questions and answer them so that you are actually getting ready to overcome this office politics. Yes, before we start getting on to the exact steps, I want to ask you 3 questions and you need to answer them in your mind, thinking and visualizing. When do you interact with people most of the time during your office hours? What is that hour? And when do you actually identify such people where you need to speak and where you need to shut up? Last but not the least, what all are you doing to learn and improve upon these interactions is the third question which you need to ask yourself. Are you doing something special to learn about this? If no, now the time to ponder upon the formula for office politics. I have defined it in a very structured manner, and the formula is being denoted by a term called CRIBS. CRIBS. Yeah, the first element C is cost of silence. Cost of silence is nothing but, when you are seeing some of your colleagues being treated badly, including you, your team members, or the environment, and you, because of your introvert or underconfident nature, you stay silent and you do not speak up, even though you feel like speaking from inside. That courage muscle you need to develop, and you need to speak up when it is required. So that cost of silence is directly proportional to the social circle you create. You need to have the support and the environment of the people around you. When we don't get that support, we do not speak up, but that's our responsibility. So number 1, cost of silence. Number 2 are relationships. There are 2 types of relationships. One is informal and the second is formal relationship. Formal relationships are the people who are like CEOs, your bosses and your senior managers and the management. These are the formal relationships. And the informal relationships are the colleagues who are not directly associated with you but indirectly associated with you. So you need to have a relationship with both of them, making sure that you are not getting caught up between these people, because if you don't know and you do not make a rapport with them, it might sometimes backfire. You must recall some of the instances when some third person came into the picture and talked about you and you were like clueless. How come this person is talking about me? But you need to have a complete setup and you need to note down the informal relationships you need to make and the formal relationships you need to make for setting yourself up for a great relationship. Absolutely. That's R. Number 3, I is the key important information. Are you holding that important information to you, or you passing it on here and there? You are standing on a tea station or you are going in a party with some of the colleagues who should not know about that information, that particular important information, and you're just passing it on. Be it on the drinks, be it on the coffee table, be it on the side cooler talks. This happens. We get carried away, we get emotional, and we pass on all the important information where we should not do that. One is passing on the important information, that is also important, but one is holding on the information. What we should not be telling to the people which do not have a role to play is very important. One of the person who came to me as my mentee told me that I told a story, I told an important information to one of the colleagues, and that got passed on to my manager, and that backfired. I don't want that to happen, so make sure you do not leak the important information which should be kept with you or your manager to the max. Yeah. Now coming on to B, build a positive outlook. There are negative people around us, and I always say you are some of 5 people whom you roam around and you spend your time with. You need to have a positive environment in your office, outside your office. Talk to the people who can challenge you, who can really ask you difficult questions and will not give you negative comments and will not crib about things which are there. You need to have the positive environment and positive outlook. That's very important. Yeah, body language also plays a very important role. What you're saying, are your facial expressions matching to them? What you are talking, are people listening to it? All that plays a very important role. So last but not the least, connected to this positive outlook is S, called soft skills. You need to have some great soft skills, not only in terms of your body language, your speaking, but also your listening. If you are a good listener, if you are a careful listener, and if you are adopting 60% of the time you are listening and 40% of the time you are speaking in the important forums, in the important presentations, in the important meetings, it makes a lot of sense. Leaders, I have always found, are very good listeners. So you need to be a very good listener, as the number one soft skill in the corporate world will avoid you getting trapped into the office politics.